Welcome back to a series of training videos on how to use Canva to create digital tools for your business. Hi, my name is Christina, and I am an Avon Independent Sales Representative. My videos will show graphics and so forth from my Avon business, obviously, but if you are in digital marketing or affiliate marketing of any sort of any sort, direct sales, whatever it may be, I think that you will find these videos and trainings helpful for your business as well. So stick around. Today, I want to talk a little bit about Canva and using Canva to create video content. This is where a lot of representatives really feel challenged because they're not comfortable with being on screen. They don't want to be on camera, myself included, trust me. But sometimes you have to come up with some video content for either your social media stories, like a Facebook story or an Instagram story, or even a TikTok video, which is what we're going to focus on today. So I went to Canva, and for those of you who are unfamiliar with Canva, it is free. I use the free version of the account mostly. I do have an education account because I work in the field of education. So I do have some pro features, but most of what I do, if not all of what I do, you can also accomplish on a free version of the account. So go with free, right? At least until you know if you really like it and it's something you're really going to use. So I clicked right here where it says video, and it shows you all these different kinds of video content that you can create, right? You can do an Instagram reel, you could do something for LinkedIn or Pinterest or TikTok. And I believe back here it even focuses a little bit on stories, stuff for Facebook, mobile video, that kind of stuff. What I'm going to do today is focus on this one, the TikTok video. Now, just because it says TikTok doesn't mean that's the only use, right? But it is going to be in this vertical format, in the mobile format, because people are going to be viewing it on their phones. So that sort of video would be good for Instagram, Facebook stories, or TikTok. Now, let me back up here just a minute because I do want to kind of, I don't necessarily want to create a blank, which is what it's making me do here. I wanted to see the templates. This template in particular is what I'm looking for. Oh, I think that's all I did. Never mind. You can go straight to the blank page and it's going to suggest some things for you. And just scroll around till you find one that you like. And each of these you'll realize as you hover over them, some of them just have text that is the movement in the video. Some of them have things dropping in and out, whichever you want to go with. So I found one that I liked that had several pictures on there and they drop in. That's what creates the visual content. This is the one that I picked. It's actually this one. No, it's not that one. It's similar to that, but it is there. That's the one that I picked. And it's when I hover over that one, see that little capping mortar, that is an education one. So this particular one you may not be able to use, but you'll be able to find something similar to it, right? So what I'm going to do is create this video using my pictures instead of the pictures that are there because I want to put my product images in there. And down here at the bottom, you can zoom in a little bit so that you can see. So this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pictures, and it just says mood board right there. Well, I'm going to focus on sunscreen because that is a fairly new product launch that we had. So I'm going to center that up down here a little bit. I don't particularly care for this font, so I'm going to come up and change it. One of my favorites in the cursive is apricots or Angelina. And then it's a little bit too large. So I'm going to move this box over. Oh, and see that red line? It's telling me that I misspelled that. I missed a letter, which is very easy to do. You can miss a letter or transpose letters, getting them flipped around. And I'm just kind of hovering this around until I see that vertical line telling me I have center alignment and I'm aligned with the edge of that photo. So we're going to do this advertisement on sunscreen. Let me zoom back out so you get the full effect. And now all I'm going to do is upload some of my photos to replace these images. So I'm going to go to uploads and upload media. These particular images are from the sunscreen launch that we had in campaign 13. So I'm going to go to this campaign 13 folder, and this is what I'm looking for, this new Solaire sunscreen and the mineral sunscreen. And you'll notice I have 5 images right there, right? So we're just going to hold down the shift and select all 5 of those. And when I click open, it's going to upload them here. Now all we have to do is just drag and drop these photos into our template. So I'm going to put that one up there. I'm going to put the individual products from that photo right beneath it. And I may have to do a little rearranging because there is some text on those photos that I may need to pull around so I can see it better. But for now, we'll just stop right there. This one I'm going to put in the front here because it has that SPF on that side. And this one I'm going to put behind it because you'll still be able to see the SPF on that one. So now that we have our 4 photos in there, we can zoom in and kind of look at the individual photos and make sure the placement is good. This one's pretty good, right? All the stuff's filled in. This one's not bad. If you pull it up like this, you can see, you know, what it is that's showing and what's not showing exactly. So we might want to move it just a little bit this way so that that text isn't cut off. Same with this one. I double click on the photo and I can see that, you know, that text is being a little bit cut off. But, you know, you're still getting all the text, even though this corner is being overlapped. Here, I've got a little bit of that circle cut off, so I'm going to drag it down a little bit. Even though that does take off the bottom of the actual image itself, the actual product, you're not seeing that orange cap. I think this SPF 25 thing is maybe more important because this one, you know, you can tell that the cap is orange. There's a orange bottom to that, and you're getting all of the text in this one. I'm going to drag it just a hint to make sure nothing's cut off. So now I have all my images and it says sunscreen on there because that's what this advertisement is about. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so that you can see. This is set to tumble in and the video lasts for 5 seconds, which isn't very long, but sometimes that's a good thing. So let me just show you. I'm going to hit this play button. That's what the video does. That was it. If you blinked, you probably missed it. So let me show you one more time. That's it. But there's enough motion there that it's considered a video. Now, if you want it to be longer, you can make it longer. You can go, you know, 10 seconds and make it double length. Maybe that's a little more pleasing to you. Or you can go longer than that. Now, the longer you get, the less time people might spend there and the more they might click away because they're not seeing the content as, you know, quick enough to grab their attention. Another thing that you can do, see that the movement really only lasts 5 seconds in that video. So by increasing that, I just increase the amount of time that this still frame at the end is here. Another thing you might want to do is just leave this at 5 because that's how long you see movement, or even leave it at 6 so you get a second where it's the full screen. And then come down here and right click, and you can duplicate this page as often as you like. So now when we start back here, we've got our video up to 18 seconds. And when we hit play, it's going to repeat. So it's got 5 seconds, like a 1 second freeze frame, and then the images all fall off and come back in again. That is a lot more visually appealing to me than just sitting here on the freeze frame for an extra 5-10 seconds. So that's basically it. That's a video. And this is the right format to use for TikTok, Instagram Reels, or Facebook Stories, any of those. If you want to add music, I would suggest that you just do that in those applications themselves because it's a little easier, I think, than trying to have all of the music and things stored on your computer. It does have the option over here in Canva to add audio. And they do have some free things that you can add. This one, is only going to be about 18 seconds, so you don't need a lot. These are supposedly summer and beach. Okay, sorry that was loud. That's you can add this audio effect. So now when I play this, so you get the idea. Now when I play it, it's got this short stop in Rio. I don't know how much music is available on the free account of Canva though, because you'll see most of these have the education icon with them. It means it's part of the educator account, which is a paid version. So you might be better off just downloading your video without any audio features and using the application to do that, especially like for TikTok where they have um, sound clips that are suggested and very popular to go with your video. So now all that's left is to share. So I'm going to go to the share button. I'm going to come down here. I can choose to post it directly to social if I want to go to my Instagram business page or my Facebook business page and make it part of my story. I can do that directly from here, or I can just download. MP4 is the suggested video format. It's the only video format that I see right here, so leave that alone. And it says there are 3 pages. Well, there are because I duplicated that page down here, remember? So I'm going to need them all. I'm going to hit done and I'm going to download. It's going to take just a moment. Video is a little bit harder to download. It takes a little bit more time. So don't fret about that. And if you have other things you want to do, you can keep moving on and do something else while this is downloading because it is taking a moment. You have the link here to copy straight to this design. So if you want to just copy the link and post the link, you can do that. I personally would download the video and upload it to my accounts so that it plays automatically within that social media app and you don't have to wait and and rely on the customer to click that link for the video to play. So inside my Avon folder, those were images from 13. So I'm going to put those in the 13 folder. And I'm going to hit save and it's going to download that video for me. It doesn't look like it even zipped it because it's just 18 seconds. So it's not going to take long. And you can open it up and make sure that it runs correctly. And I have a lot of things open, so it's lagging. And that's basically it. You get the general idea, right? Let me close those things out. So that's how you do a video that you can use for Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. If you want to change what's going on here, you can play around. Those were set to tumble in, but if you don't like tumble, you could have them disco in. Those kind of fade in on the chill setting. You could have them just do a simple rise in phase. This one's a little different. Everything that you look at is going to be just slightly different. So you do want to, make sure you have variety when you are doing your videos, that you don't always use the exact same features. So you wouldn't want every one of yours to be a tumble, for example. Play around with it a little bit and see which one you like best. If it really bothers you that this photo is not all showing, you can resize a little bit and make sure that you're getting the bottom of that cap in there, right? Or let's say you like this photo, but you want this one to be in front, you can right click on it and bring it to the front. So now it's the top and it's overlapping the other one. Whatever you want to do, play around with it a little bit and see what works best for you. And that's it. We created a very quick video, and we had, at least 3 different places that we can post this video. So I hope that you enjoyed this. If you found it useful, please like and subscribe so that you get the next installment of my trainings. I'll see you next time.